Dear friends, I'm back with another machine on the Tryhackme, which is UltraTech. In my opinion, this machine is very good one, which involve a variety of techniques, for example, like directory enumeration, the hash decryption, the command injection, and also the privilege escalation. So there will be a lot to give in this video. Before we move forward, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So without further ado, let's just get started. In this room, I'd like to follow the steps given by the room. And the first one is task 1, deploy the machine. Of course, I've already done that earlier. And so I just hit completed. And next, task 2, which software is using the port number. Of course, this is the enumeration time. To save the video time, I've already done the map scanning, but this time I use a different way because, usually I will use the, for example, like this one, a map, and not this one. Usually, I will do the full range port scan and also output the result into the file. And if we utilize this way to do the scanning, this will take a long time. So alternatively, in this room, I use the another way. First, I use the simple scene scan. I will not do anything else. And this command will display all open ports like this one. For example, like 21, 22, and 8081 and 31331. And next, we want to know more detailed information about each service which is running on the different port number. So, of course, I've already done that before. I can port. As you can see, this time I use the option of the P, the normal P, and followed by the individual port number 21, 22, 8081, and 31331. I think this way will take less time than usual. Anyway, from here we can get to know the service information of the target. For example, the first one is 21, which is running FTP service, and also the version information. As we know, if you have already done a lot of CTF machines, you know that this version of VS-FTPD doesn't have vulnerability except the DOS vulnerability, denial of service. Of course, this is not what we are expecting. And the second one is 22, which is running SSH service or secure shell service, and its corresponding version information. As we know, again, this version doesn't have any vulnerability. If you want to confirm, you can use the search sprite utility. And next one is 81, which is running HTTP service, and also the version information, which is Node.js Express framework. Also, I think I've already covered this service before. And the last one is 31.33.1, which is running HTTP as well, and also the version information, which is Apache 2. So what we are going to do next, maybe before we do the more enumeration, I'd like to answer some question in the room. For example, the first one, which is software is using the port number 8081. I think this should be Node.js. This is very famous or popular framework for the web application. So which are the non-standard port number? is 31, 33, 1. So I think we need to use the comprehensive scan option to do the map scanning. Otherwise, this open port number cannot be recognized successfully. So let's submit. And next one, which is software using this port number. Of course, we have already know this information, which is Apache 2. We do not need to put the version information, Apache. So which Linux distribution seems to be used? As you can see from the map scanning result, we can tell that the target is running Ubuntu, and we can put the answer here, Ubuntu. All right, submit, very easy so far. And now we need to do the more enumeration. For example, the first one, I think this one, because FTP doesn't allow anonymous login, we cannot do anything in this case. So I'd like to open up the browser to make manual enumeration with the web application. So we can put the IP address of the target into the address bar. Don't forget to specify the port number, which is not default port number 8081. Very simple content got back from the target. This is the API. So I think this is the API related to machine. And if you want, you also can check the source code, which doesn't reveal anything. So I think for API, we need to find the route, as you can see here. So what is routes? Routes referring to how applications endpoints respond to client requests. If you have already used the Python like a Django framework, you know the route is about, right? So I think this would be very, very similar. So now I think since we have already know the application, which is node.js, next maybe it would be necessary for us to get the route. However, this time we can check whether this site has robot or this API has robots file. Cannot get. As you can see from the message, the error message, we can confirm the target is running node.js framework. All right. So next we can use the Nicto to do the automatic enumeration, and we can put the IP address of the target and followed by the port number. Let's press enter to see whether we can find something interesting with this web application. For example, like a banner. Of course, this case, Nicto doesn't retrieve the banner, and also the header information, and also like allowed HTTP methods. Sometimes the methods information is very important. All right. However, this case, we cannot get anything interesting to some extent. Next, we can use the GoBuster to do the directory enumeration. And we can put the IP address and the port number. And as always, I'd like to specify the word list of the GoBuster. This is my favorite word list to scan or brute forcing. Okay, medium. And I'd like to specify the extension option, HTML, text, JS. Let's press enter. In the meantime, to save time of this video, I'd like to manually enumerate the web application which is running on the different port number, right? So we can put the port number. As you can see, we got the much more beautiful page compared to the first one. And this is, some information, but I think this cannot give us any meaningful information. And also, similarly, we can check the source code of this page. So hi, there is one comment saying, what are you looking at? Of course, we are looking at some interesting or suspicious information. And now we can go back to the browser. And also we can check the source, not source code, the robots file. Yeah, we got the one entry, and we can copy this one, and we can put at the end. Yeah, we got some files like index. Maybe I can open. Yeah, I can use this tab to access these 3 entries, and we can copy the domain name, IP address. Sorry, not the domain name. And we can. The first one is index. Not found. Interesting. Okay, sorry. Not a file. Oh, no. My bad. Let's press enter. I think we have already seen this page. This is the default page. Next is what. We can check this file. I think this is what we are doing. All right, and now we can check the last one. Press enter. Yeah, we got the I think very different page back. This is the private partners area. Fill in login and password. So we can try to use the admin as password. And the password, we also can use the admin to log in. Yeah, invalid credentials. Normally, we can check whether we can use or utilize the login bypass techniques if the target has the SQL injection vulnerability. And we can put this expression and press login. However, yeah, this username is not valid at all. So how to do? Maybe also we can check the source code of this page. And if you walk through the code from the first line to the bottom, the 2 scripts, the first one is the app. We can open up in the new tab. And also there is another one. You know, sometimes the JavaScript can review or leak some sensitive information. And we can, this one. I think this, also you can use the online JavaScript code prettier to make things to be more understandable. However, this script doesn't review anything interesting. And to save time, I'd like to go to the second JavaScript. As you can see, this script defines the function and the console and the return. Return. This is, I think this should be the variable, the get the API URL and the function, and will send the XML HTTP request. And const URL should be this one. So of course the URL this case should be the IP address. So I think we got the first route for the web application, right? The ping. You know, at the very beginning, we cannot. Maybe in the meantime we can check. You know, we cannot get anything from the GoBuster directory emulation. I will not wait for this to be finished. I will violently interrupt it. Okay, so now we go back to the JavaScript. So I think we got the first route should be the ping and followed by the IP parameter. And of course we can give the host name or the IP address, and then we can return the result from the target. Secondly, we got another one, the auth. I think this means the authentication, right? So we got the 2 routes. And I think we can answer this question 2. Let's submit. And we can continue our tasks to the task 3. And now that you know which services are available, it's time to exploit them. Did you find somewhere you could try to log in? Great. Quick and dirty login implementations usually goes with poor data management. There must be something you can do to exploit this machine more thoroughly. There is database lying around. What is file name? Okay, let's go back to the browser. So we got 2 routes. The first one is the ping, right? Followed by the parameter IP. And the second one is auth. So maybe we can manually access these 2 routes. Okay, I think we have already tried that earlier, the authentication. However, we do not have the valid or, the username and password. So maybe we need to focus on our attention to the another route, which is ping. Ping followed by the IP address. And we can put of course, you can put any domain name like Google or any other website. However, the local IP address would be much easier. And we can press enter. The name and the service not known. Ping. So am I correct? Oh, sorry. This is my mistype. My bad. Let's press enter. As you can see, we got the ICMP reply from the target. In this case, should be the local IP address. It means that I think there should be some commands running at the background, like the ping, and followed by the count number. In this case, should be 1. And then we can get the result back of the ping. So at this point, we can deduce that, or we can make a reasonable guess that here there would be possibly the command injection vulnerability. So we can try to run, if you want to test the command injection vulnerability, you can follow this methodology, for example, like follow by ls. However, name or service not known. Also, we can try to use the tunnel ls, the temporary failure in name resolution. So normal way cannot work. So each time, somebody else has already made a very good job in this one. And I've already opened up this page, which will be added into the description section below, so that you can use this, very good resource. What's command injection and command injection execution. For example, I tried this one and also tried this one. You can, of course, if you have time, you need to try one by one. And here, only this one. So we can try this one. In this case, for this machine will be working. And we can try. To be honest, this is the first time I met this technique. So we can run ls. Let's press enter. As you can see, we got the result, right? We got the file name. If you can put the option. Maybe we cannot use the option. So we just remove. We can run the ulim. As you can see, we got the lim, right? So it means that the command injection vulnerability is there. Next, we to utilize this vulnerability for our purpose, right? Or get the initial for the host. Now go back to the loom. the author has already given us the guide how to do. For example, what there is database lying around, what is file name. We have already retrieved this information, ls. And from the extension, we can tell that the target is using the SQLite. This is very lightweight database compared to the MySQL or Oracle or other types of database. So now we can copy the, the SQLite is the file-based database. So this is the file name for this database, and we can answer this question. So what is the first, because since this is the file, and then we can use like a cat or more command to retrieve the content of this database. So next we can use the cat let's press enter. As you can see, we got the content back. From here, we can know that I think we can copy this data. This should be the author, right? Root, of course, not root. This is R00T, and followed by the hash value. And this should be the, I think this should be the another username. So we just paste in the notebook. Or not this one, we can copy. And then paste in here. I think we can answer next question. What's the first user's password hash? All right. So we can copy. This should be the passwords hash. We can, let's submit. So what's the password associated with this hash? Of course, next what we are going to do, we need to decrypt or crack this hash. And you can use like online website, or you can use Hashcat or the John the Ripper, right? Of course, for me, the most preferable way or technique is the John the Ripper, which is easier to configure. So we can echo the hash of the passwords. We can cut out. And then normally, the John the Ripper, the big advantage for the John the Ripper, in many cases, we do not need to specify the hash type. We just specify the word list, which is enough for us. So we can John press enter. However, this case, as you can see, goes through possible ways or hash types. However, this doesn't work. So in this case, we need to tell the John the Ripper exact hash type of this value. And in order to do that, we can use the hash identifier or hashcat show command. Recently, I prefer to use this one than hash identifier. As you can see, possibly this will be MD4 or MD5. If you want to get more specific result or confirm this result, we can use this website to know. As you can see, from this website, we can tell that this hash is MD5. Then we can, so now we can use the John the Ripper. And I'd like to use the format. Of course, I show you one by one step, okay? So we need to know, this is the MD5. So how to, we at this moment, we do not know how to specify the MD5 for the John the Ripper. You can use the list yeah, you can use this command list formats, and this is what we are looking for. Next, we can use the John the Ripper word list, and we can use the format to specify the hashtag. Let's press enter because it has already cracked earlier, so it will not go through the process again. So we need to John format show hash. As you can see, this is the password. We can copy and note down to our notebook. And then, of course, we can answer this question without any problem. Next, of course, we can log in to the target via SSH. And followed by the IP address of the target. And paste in here, press enter. Yes, continue connecting. And the password, we can copy the password from my notebook. Press enter. As you can see, we have already successfully logged in as the user R00T. I cannot know, I don't know how to pronounce it. And we can make local immersion. Yeah, we do not need to get the user flag, and we can go to the home directory. So the 3 normal users in total, and we can navigate to the first one. Nothing interesting. And also we can check the ID. Yeah, this user belongs to the Docker. So I think we can utilize this membership to elevate a privilege. However, how to do? This is where the GTF OBIM's website comes into play. I've already opened up this website. As you can see, because the Docker, of course, is installed on the target, and we can display the installed or stored images locally on the target. We can use the Docker image. Yeah, I assume that you have already know how to use the Docker command, right? Docker utility. Sorry. My machine doesn't respond smoothly. Docker image ls. Yeah, this command will list all available images on this machine. As you can see, there is just only one image, the bash. So next we can use this command to break out from restrict environments by spawning an interactive shell. For us, we just simply copy this command and run this command inside this machine. Of course, we need to change the image name. This case is the bash, not Alpine. Bash. As you can see, we can navigate to mount directory, and then we can go to the root directory. Yeah, we have already got the. Sorry, we need to navigate to SSH directory, and then we can get the private key and answer the last question, I think. So what's this question? What are the first 9 characters of the root user private SSH key? So we can copy, or this one, right? We can copy and paste it in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we remove the end part, and let's submit. Yeah, congratulations. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day.